What's up, guys? Welcome back to Hammers and Wrenches YouTube channel. Today we're going to be working on the B6 Avant, and we got some wheels and tires to do today. These wheels are pretty crusty. The tires are like majorly dry rotted. I don't know if you can see that, but they're smoked, so we're going to be taking those off and putting some other wheels and tires I have on it. Those wheels are pretty beat up too, but they're better than these ones. So also I have a different grill, upper and lower, that I think we're going to swap out today. The headlights, I think we're going to swap those out to some other ones I have. And these cars are notoriously bad for coil packs, and spark plugs really, so we're going to pull the spark plugs and coil packs off of my other car and throw them on this one. That's probably about it today. So we're going to head up to the big garage and yank some parts off of that car, gather some tools, and I'll see you. Alright guys, we're up in the big garage, and here's the car. Here's my old car. This one spun the teeth off the timing belt and turned the motor into a brick, basically. I was working on rebuilding it. You can see the front end's all repainted. The back is amulet red, and the clear coat on these things super sucks. Like, you can see the clear coat peel. It's pretty much everywhere. This thing's kind of beat up too. Like, it's got little rust spots. So we got the new car. It's a lot cleaner. These wheels will go on the new car. This suspension will go on the new car. So we'll get the new car sitting right, dialed in, nice fitment, everything. So today, we're going to pull these yellow tinted headlights out. Some people like them, some people hate them. I personally like them. They look really good with the red. I want to see what they look like on the gray car. And I got the badgeless, chromeless grill and the blacked out lower grill as well. We're going to pull those out. We're going to put those on the new car today. And then, like I said, the coil packs on these cars are junk, and ECS Tuning makes a really cool kit to put coil packs off of a B6 Avant, that's the 2-liter motor, onto the 1.8T. See that big red adapter plate there? It comes with that, and those red and black coils, those are off of a B6 Audi A4 2005.5 to 2008. Those cars run. This car is a B6, which is 2002 to 2005. So we're going to pull that out. Those are way better coils. I'm going to pull my spark plugs out. These are better spark plugs. And we're going to swap all that over to the new car today. And we're going to put these wheels on the new car. These things are thrashed. I do have center caps, but they have, the lighting sucks, sorry. They have really good tires on them. These tires have a ton of tread left, so we're going to run them. Those are going to be the winter tires. We'll go outside. It's super snowy right now. This is all my property. That's the chicken coop out there. We have like 5.5 acres, 5.2 acres actually here. There's just a little quick view of the house. We put a lot of work into this house. If anybody wants to see a quick video on the house, let me know. Man, it's so dark. It sucks. But we put a lot of work into this house. If anybody wants to see like a walkthrough video on it, let me know and we can do that. I did all the stonework and the cedar siding, like all of these log post columns. Those were trees that grew on the property. So if anybody wants to see a video on the house and things that I've built around here, I am a carpenter actually. Comment below and let me know what you guys want to see. If you have any suggestions for the channel or anything you think would be cool, anything that you want to see, let me know. This is a little fence that I put together years ago, stone columns. matches the stone on the house. But we're gonna get back to the garage. We're gonna yank some parts off of that car. We're gonna make sure those other tires have air in them, and we're gonna throw all this junk on the new car. Here's the truck, 2006 Duramax LBZ, fresh ripper. It needs a little body work. Rockers are getting bad, cab corners are getting bad, but we live in Pennsylvania. Snow and salt suck. So I'm gonna work on this thing for a minute, grab some parts, and we'll see you in the other garage. Alright guys, we're back in the basement garage, and the heater's running, so if there's some background noise, sorry about that. But first thing I think we're going to do is we're going to swap out this stock grill. I don't like them, I like the blacked out grills better. So I have the grill. This is just a simple, you know, badgeless black, no chrome grill. I think it looks cleaner. It's a lot, you know, simpler. Stock grill. You know, there's kind of a lot going on. Badge. Quattro badge. I kind of like the Quattro badge, but we're going to ditch that anyways, and I don't like the chrome. So we're going to get rid of that. To pop these things out, it's pretty easy. There's a little clip on the side, and then there's some clips across the top, and you just squeeze them. I don't know, can you see that one a little better? Yeah, you can see that one right there. That's the guy right there. You just squeeze that and the grill pops right out. So I'm going to sit you guys over here on the bench and you can watch me do that. It should pull right out. See that? Super easy. Pulls right out. No worries at all. So, new one goes in. That easy. Now let's close the lid and see what it looks like. Get your drill out of there first. Alright, so, I mean, I think it looks good. I like it. It's dirty. I hate putting like a dirty part on the car, but it is what it is. And the bottom one's going to stay chrome for now. It's too cold to spray paint, so we're going to leave that chrome. Now, I think the next thing we're going to do is pull these headlights out. Alright, next up we're going to swap these headlights out. Stock headlights are honestly in pretty good shape. I mean, they're 20 years old, so all in all, they're pretty good. But I have these. These were in the other car. I got them sitting in my wheelbarrow right now. Great stand. But I put this yellow film on them, and like, if you look close, they're not perfect, but they look decent, you know, from a couple feet away. They look pretty good. They look great going down the road, I think. Some people don't like yellow headlights. I think they're pretty cool. But we're going to need, where did I put them? Here they are. A couple of Torx bits to do this. We need a T30 and, what's this one? A T25. The T25 is so we can pull these screws that hold the inlet for the factory air box. The factory air box, you know, the air has to go through this tube to get to the air box. Audi did a pretty good job on this. It has the air intake right here, and the grill has a cutout that like kind of scoops the air in there. They're pretty efficient. We're probably going to tear all that out anyway, so we get some turbo noises. But for now, it's staying. So T25, take these out. That's step one. Step two, both sides are the same, just mirror images. We have a Torx here, here, There's one hiding. Let me grab my flashlight, see if we can see it. There's one. It's right down in there. See it right down there? Kind of tricky. Can't get the flash. Oh, there it is. Maybe. It's down in there. And the other one is down in there. There's like hoses and junk in the way, but it's there. It's pretty tricky to get to, but it's like right down in here, guys. You'll find it. So that's how we pop the headlights out, and then we got to deal with the pesky Audi electrical connectors. But I'm going to sit you over on the stand for a minute, and you can watch me pop one of these out. Alright, there you go. So, like I said, where's my drill? T25, pop that thing apart. Two screws, that's it. Kind of just pull up on that. Back piece comes out. And the front piece, kind of got to work it a little bit, but you pull that right out too. Sit your screws somewhere you'll remember where they are. Don't lose them. I've lost screws. It sucks. So, pop your T25 back out. T30. We're going to pull these 4 fasteners out. Throw them on an engine cover or somewhere where you can see them real easy. Now these ones that are back in, you don't have to take them out. All you have to do is loosen them. Just loosen them a little bit, enough to slide the headlight out. If you loosen them too much, they'll fall out, and then you got to find them, and that sucks. My T30 just fell out. But I think the headlight's actually loose. Yep. See, someone never actually even tightened that back one. So, here's the headlight out. Well, I'm going to show you how to do these Audi connectors. These connectors are tough. Let me see if I can get some light on it. Grab the flashlight. These connectors, see, this one's actually broken. Someone broke it. They're all broken because people don't know how to undo them. But there's a little tab that should be there that you got to pry on, so this might be kind of tricky. So, back on the stand you go, guys. Alright, without that clip, it pops right out. Here we go. I gotta find my T30. Fell the whole way through. That's like best case scenario. I don't know if this coupler's messed up. That seems to be working now. Alright, so just reverse orbit. Don't tighten them up until you get it in there, like till you get all your fasteners in. Don't tighten anything. And just like give them a little whack, like don't over tighten them at first. That one just broke right off. Pretty typical. My other car, the thing was broken too. Alright, let's close the hood. and see what we think. See what it looks like. Alright guys, what do we think? I think they look sick. It's controversial. Some people like it, some people hate it. I personally think they look good. I need to adjust the fitment of that headlight a little bit more, but we can take a look at it. So, here. Stock factory. Yellow wrap. Tell me what you guys think. Put it in the comments below. Comment below, like, anything you think. If you want me to read something, if you think something or you see something you want to say, like, whatever. Comment below, let me know what you think. But that's the yellow one. You guys only need to watch me do one. I'm going to pop the other one in, and I think I like it. So we're going to run them. But if you guys hate it, if anybody hates it, tell me in the comments. And who knows, maybe I'll smoke the stock ones, or maybe we'll just run these for a while. Alright, I'm going to shut you off. Pick back up in a minute. Alright, next thing guys, we're going to put the coil packs in. Now this car has a big stupid ugly plastic cover on the motor that hides everything. I personally like seeing everything rather than looking at plastic. I'm going to pull this cover off. There's these little plastic pins. They are quarter turn. Doesn't matter what way you turn them, quarter turn. Just get like a flat blade screwdriver. Take your oil cap off, and that piece of plastic comes right off. So I'm going to sit you on the stand for just a second. Oil cap off. Quarter turn. Quarter turn. Quarter turn. Pulls right out. Throw this in the garbage. You don't need it. Alright. Now, I can show you the Audi clips. Alright, so here's the stock coils. 4 of them, obviously 4-cylinder. Now these little clips right here, check this out guys. People just try yanking on these. Like, people will just grab this and yank on it, and they'll get a screwdriver on this little bitty clip. Let me get out of the light. They'll get a screwdriver on that tiny little clip right there and pry on it, and they'll break the heck out of it. And you don't want to do that. That's not how these things work. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. We'll try. But you push in on it and then pull out on the clip, and you hear that little click? That released it. Look at that. I could do it one-handed without breaking anything, if you know how to do it. So we'll try another one. Push it in really hard. Pull the clip, hear the little click. That releases it. Now pull it right out. That one's actually partially cracked, but it still looks like everything works. So after you do that, the coils, literally just pull right out. Boop, done. Grab them, pull them right out. Alright, next thing you want. Where is it? Okay. This is a spark plug wrench. And I'm going to change the spark plugs on this because the stock plugs, they're not that good, especially if you want to tune the vehicle. They're not that great. But you can't really see it, but there's a rubber insert in there. Oh, yeah, right there. See that rubber in there? That holds onto your spark plug while you're putting it in or taking it out. You can use a regular 5/8 socket, but you're going to drop the spark plug down in there. So you want to get a spark plug socket, and they're down in them holes. Can't see them, but they're in there. So you pull those out, and then I'm going to yank all this stuff out, and I'll show you how to put the new stuff in. Alright, hey, if I'm not talking loud enough while I'm over at the car, let me know. So, ratchet, 3/8 ratchet, get a 6-inch extension, and these suckers should, pop right. Okay, these are iridium plugs. Check this out, guys. I don't know how close I can get. Let me drop that. So, an iridium plug has that tiny little tip to it. See that tiny little tip? Hopefully it's focused. I don't like iridium plugs. I don't know, they seem kind of finicky. These are just like standard, you know, spark plugs. These things work. We've been using them since the dawn of time. They work really good. I'm not a fan of iridium, but I'm going to pull all the plugs and I will show you when I put the adapter plate on. Alright guys, we got our adapter plate and our coils sitting here, the new stuff. I got all the old spark plugs out, new spark plugs in. Can't see them, they're down in those holes. Fasteners, these are Allen head. I'm going to try to do this one-handed. I think I got it the wrong way. Oh jeez. Alright. Okay. That's it. Okay guys. So these fasteners drop down in these holes. Get a couple in. You know, start threading them with your fingers. And then you can whack them in with your impact, or, you know, even if you don't have an impact, you can just use an Allen wrench. T-handle Allen wrenches are really nice. They're easy to handle. They you can get more torque on them. They're more comfortable in your hand. Alright, I got 3 of these in there. I probably ought to just hand start all of them. So but and these guys go in there. Alright, I'm going to show you how to do just a couple holes and then I'll finish up. Alright, get them in there. Whack them in easy at first. Just don't go like completely crazy right off the rip, because you might have the plate just like, you know, it might be a millimeter off, which is going to keep you out of alignment. Now that I got like a bunch of them in, I can whack them in there pretty good. On the old car, I actually had one of these come loose, so you want to put them kind of tight. It's a little bit scary because this is an aluminum head and I really don't want to strip the threads out. But alright, so we got some of those in. So now I'll take a coil pack. Alright, see these little tabs on the side? See the grooves in the plate? Those line up. Get your connector out of the way. Now these just push in, guys. That's it. Boom, that sucker's in. I like to whack them. You couldn't see. I'll whack them with my hand like that just to make sure they're in. And get your connector on and just clip that baby in. Push these in really, really good because those clips are stubborn. But that's it. That's it, guys. Easy peasy. And this is a super nice kit from ECS Tuning. It was like a little over $200 for this kit. And you get way better coils, and it eliminates, you know, having to keep an extra coil in the trunk or the hatch of your car, because these things go bad pretty often. So there's 2 done. You get the point. We're going to finish up the other 2, and then that's done. I'm not putting the engine cover back on either because I don't need it. I'd rather see the motor, and it gives me better access to everything. So that's that. That's done. Alright guys, so the last thing we have to do is pull these not that terrible looking 16-inch wheels off, but like I said, these tires are smoked, they're junk. So I got some other ugly wheels with good tires. Those are 17s. Those are actually 17-inch wheels off of a B7 S-Line car. So they're actually off of, you know, the model newer than this car, and they are a cooler wheel. These ones are pretty beat up. It is what it is. They look alright rolling down the road. And it's just a winter setup, so who cares? So always crack your lug nuts loose on the ground. Just loosen them, you know, maybe a quarter turn, whatever, until they free up. I feel like most of you probably know that. But loosen up one whole side. Alright guys, we got one whole side all loosened up. Now, put the jacket up. Right up front here, there's a spot where the pinch weld is actually strengthened, and it's a proper jacking point. If you were to jack up the car, say like right here in the middle, if you jack it up anywhere back there, you could fold this pinch weld over, and it's not really going to hurt anything, but if you fold it over, rust could get in there, mess it all up. You don't want that. Jack your car up where you're supposed to jack your car up. Alright, we're up. Also, guys, even if it's for a minute, use jack stands. There's a good jacking point back here too. And these jack stands are just for safety, so they're not even tight. They're just in there in case the jack fails, I don't get smushed. So even if you just have like a regular impact for like construction purposes, put this on there. It'll whack these bolts like, once you loosen them up, it'll take them right out. You don't need a fancy air impact. I have an air impact up in the other garage, but we're not in that garage today. We're down here, so we work with what we have. If they're stuck, just kick them. If you kick them, they'll fly right off. Alright, so this is an Audi, and it has wheel bolts. There are no studs coming out of here. There are wheel bolts. Honestly, it's a pain in the butt. My other car I converted to wheel studs, and I will be converting this one too. That'll be another video. This is going to be a winter setup. That's all we need. You know, it can be ugly. We'll make it look pretty in the spring. Line this up. Now these are hub centric, which means there's a little lip that the wheel will sit on. So even without a wheel bolt in there, the wheel will stay there. So get one, throw it in there, really, really loose, guys, like hand tight at first. Now, some people might not like that I'm putting these in there, you know, with an impact not being threading them, but I've done a bunch of these, I can feel it. I know it isn't cross-threaded. Alright, that's on, but don't put your center cap on yet because we got to tighten it up on the ground. So let's go to the back. bar again. Breaker bar. Big long bar. Awesome for getting torque on these. I don't know what the torque spec is on this. Probably somewhere around 90. That's pretty close. You could use a torque wrench if you really want. You probably should. If you don't have a good gauge for this. But I'd say that's pretty close. Last thing we do is put our center caps on. Center caps. These I got off of Amazon. They're made in Malaysia. They didn't fit. Go figure, right? So, I know that's not the right thing to do, but I drilled a hole in here, and I drilled and tapped a hole into this lip in the wheel so I can put this center cap on, and this screw will hold it in place. Now, that's not how they're supposed to go on, but from where you're sitting, it probably looks good. And that's where most people are standing. Like I said, this is a winter setup. We're not going for pretty, we're going for functional. These caps will make it look okay rolling down the road. And in my opinion, this is a much better looking wheel. Yeah, they're banged up, yeah, they're curb rashed. I need to sand them out, paint them, but they look good. This is the 16 that comes on at stock. They're ugly, I think. These are 17s. They're actually an inch wider, so you get a little bit wider tire as well. And I think they look okay. But I'm going to finish up the other three. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to finish up the other three. And that's going to do it for the day. I'll probably roll this thing outside, get a shot of it out in the snow maybe for a thumbnail. But that's going to do it, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Do me a favor, subscribe, like, comment. If you want to see anything, if you have constructive criticism for me, let me hear it. This is brand new to me, so I'm winging it. But let me know, guys. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share, tap the bell, select all. And hopefully I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks. One more clip, guys. Quattro power.